Right, hello people, Greg the Wild Hippie back once again with you. Today I am going to have a go at this. It's the Royal Aircraft Factory's RE8 1/72nd scale from Airfix. I was given this by my old local model shop up in Morpeth, J&J Models. Yeah, during the first part of the lockdown, they made some deliveries to me in person for some paints and other bits, and he gave me this as a gift, which I was absolutely blown away by. It appears to all be here. It came with an extra little bonus in it. It was a Messerschmitt canopy, which I've put in with the Messerschmitt kit that I've got, as it's a much better looking canopy than the one that comes with that kit. But yeah, it has no destructions. From what I can tell, because all I've got to go from is the box art. From what I've been able to work out so far, I've not looked at it since I got it, to be honest, because I went, oh, I'll build that at some point, and then had a nightmare with another biplane and sort of went off them for a while. But now I've decided that, since I sorted out the Eindecker, I thought, yeah, I'm going to go at another biplane. And yeah, from what I can tell, I'm pretty sure it's all here. So, it's got your pilots, it's got the machine gun, it's got the little loopy thing that the machine gun sits on. It's got your undercarriage struts, it's got wheels, both sides of the fuselage, both wings. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's got 3 struts in each wing, so that's them, and then you've got 4 there, and then there seems to be more than 4 there. So yeah, there's your exhausts. So yeah, this one's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Yeah, should be good fun. Got, looks like engine parts there. Yeah. As I say, this is going to be a somewhat of a challenge, to see whether or not, to see what's going to go where. So yeah, I'm going to turn off for a while and try and work it out. And as always, I'll bring you back when I've done a little bit. See you shortly, guys. Alright, sadly you're not going to be able to see them. I will take a picture for prosperity, but the pilot figures look like bloody C3PO from Star Wars. Flipping awful. Oh dear. I think I still have some from the previous biplane builds I've built, I think. Well, I've still got one. No, that's Second World War. I know somewhere I have at least one World War I pilot figure left. Hopefully 2 if I can find them. Because I can't use them, they're just too comical. I know they'll be up on the ceiling, no one's going to be able to see them, but I'll know. I mean, I might paint one up as C3PO just for a laugh. But yeah, from what I can make out, everything is there. I've had a good study of it. Yeah, the rear central struts come out of the cockpit, which I thought was quite strange. There's nothing that goes in the gap at the front. It's got the wonderful raised panel lines again. So this is obviously a I should be able to tell by the sprues. Yeah, it's a reboxing of an old kit. Yeah, no indications as to what way round or how the engine piece is attached to the sides there. It just as I said, the only guides I've got are the is the box art. So I'm going to have to see if I can find some pictures of a preserved one, and yeah, see what I can work out. So yeah, I'm going to have a rummage, see if I can find them pilots, and I'll bring you back when I've done a bit more. Right, okay, so I've done a bit of dry brushing on the on the wooden bits to sort of give a try and give a kind of wood grain effect, you know, and it's come out quite well. You're not going to be able to see it because this camera doesn't focus at short range, as you know. Yeah, still waiting for the pilots to dry fully. They're still a bit tacky. Yeah, I can't afford to run the heating at the moment. Well, I can. That's a bit of a lie, but no, it's sat at 16 Celsius. If I have it any higher than that, it proper chews through my gas, so I can't afford it. So yeah, so things are taking a little bit longer to dry than what they normally would, which is vaguely frustrating. But never mind. I'm quite happy with how this is coming on. I've done what I showed you last night. I worked out that's probably where the engine bits go. Yeah, and then the exhausts lay on top of that. It looks good. That's all that bothers me. As you know, I'm no rivet counter. As long as it looks good, then that's good enough for me. Yeah. So I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. And yeah, I'll bring you back as always in a bit when I've done some more. Ta-da! I just spotted something interesting on this kit, on the inside of the fuselage there. I don't know whether you're going to be able to make it out. And I will take a photograph of it. It says Airfix, copyright 1958. Wow! For a kit of this of its age, it's done pretty well. There's quite a lot of flash on it, but there's nothing like completely beyond repair. And I mean, the wings have needed a lot of clean up. Same about the sinkholes in the lower wing there, which I can't do a huge amount of without losing that rib there. So it's just kind of gonna have to. Hopefully, the paint will cover that, but we'll see. But yeah, that's just blown me away. That is, yeah, cool. Right, well that's the fuselage stuck together. Can poke the pilots in at a later opportunity. There was no locating pins or anything like that on the fuselage, so I've just glued it and hope for the best. Someone's at the door. Right, okay, I actually managed to find my last remaining World War One pilot figure. So yeah, there he is, all nicely painted up, ready to go. I'm going to have him manning the gun, and then one of these chaps being the actual pilot. Yeah, got the bottom wing on, a bit of filler in there that needs sanding back. Yeah, undercoated the engine cowling in silver, in glass, in the satin black. Tomorrow we'll get a coat of silver. So yeah, that should make it nice and shiny. Yeah, oops. The engine parts are all painted. I've still got to work out how they actually sit. Yeah, and yeah, and all the wooden struts are all painted as well. So yeah, that's the RE8 so far. I'll bring you back tomorrow when I've done a bit more. See you later. Right, okay, so I've raced on ahead a little bit again. Yeah, the undersides place, I've painted the engine cowl in silver. And yeah, got the tailplane on, looking good. Yeah, I did say that I'd found my World War One pilot figure. So yeah, he's all painted up and ready to go in shortly. I've sort of scratch built a gun holder. I'm going to neaten that up before I put it in. Yeah, struts are all painted. Yeah, yeah, top wing is painted as well. It's looking really nice. Show them about the sinkholes in the bottom there. Yeah, I don't think you're really going to see them. So yeah, I'm going to let this dry because the paint's still a bit sticky. Then I'll paint the tailplane and probably put the pilots in. So yeah, I'll bring you back as always in a little while. Ta-da! Right, okay, so I've done a bit of dry brushing on the on the wooden bits to sort of give a try and give a kind of wood grain effect. And I think it's come out quite well. You're not going to be able to see it because this camera doesn't focus at short range, as you know. Yeah, still waiting for the pilots to dry fully. They're still a bit tacky. Yeah. I can't afford to run the heating at the moment. Well, I can. That's a bit of a lie, but no. It's sat at 16 Celsius. If I have it any higher than that, it proper chews through my gas, so I can't afford it. So yeah, so things are taking a little bit longer to dry than what they normally would, which is vaguely frustrating. But never mind. I'm quite happy with how this is coming on. I've done what I showed you last night. I worked out that's probably where the engine bits go. Yeah, and then the exhausts lay on top of that. It looks good. That's all that bothers me. As you know, I'm no rivet counter. As long as it looks good, then that's good enough for me. Yeah. So I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. And yeah, I'll bring you back as always in a bit when I've done some more. Ta-da! Right, okay, so I've done a little bit more. I've got the trap stuck in there. They didn't want to go. But yeah, got them. I need to... they're alright. Yeah, so I'm doing a bit of an experiment. I'm using stretch sprue to make the rigging lines. I don't know how well it's going to work. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze. Yeah, so I don't know how well it's going to work when I try and put the top wing on, so I don't know whether or not these struts are at the right angle. But it's, as I said, it's just an experiment. And yeah, if it works, then they're going to look pretty cool. If it doesn't, then they're only super glued on, so they should pop off quite easily. So yeah, I'm going to do the other one, and then try and put the top wing on. So yeah, I'll bring you back when the wing goes on. I'll try and film it in a bit. Right, I'm not sure how well you can see that, but yeah, the rigging lines are all in. And yeah, any rivet counters out there will see that I haven't done all of them, but I've done enough. I think, you know, I've done enough to make it look good. Yes, some of them are a little bit droopy, but stretch sprue is funny stuff. Yeah, if you don't get the plastic at exactly the right temperature before you stretch it, it either snaps or it goes really thin. So yeah, that's all. Yeah, from a distance it looks alright, but if you look closely, you can see they're all different sizes, and you know, one or two of them are a little bit droopy. But I've done the best I can. It's the first time I've ever attempted that, so I think it's alright. And you know, as with all my aircraft, they end up on the ceiling, so you can't really see them that well anyway. So as far as I'm concerned, it'd do. So yeah, I am going to try and find somewhere to sit the camera where you'll be able to see, and we'll attempt to get the top wing on. What's the betting that it's at completely, half of them are at completely the wrong angle and it's going to cock up my rigging. That's what I'm expecting. So yeah, we'll see, shall we? See you in a sec. Right, let's try that, shall we? We've got the light behind you, so hopefully we'll be able to get something. Yeah. Alright. See, that's vaguely annoying, because that side's sort of going on. That one's not a million miles out. Yeah, as you can see, exactly what I thought was going to happen. Yeah, that's quite annoying. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, maybe doing the strut lines first was a bit of a waste of effort, but yeah, it was, as I said, it's an experiment. So yeah, a bit of a shame, but never mind. Just trying to pull. Oh, for flip's sake. Some of them are stuck on better than others. Yeah, I'm just literally just pulling the middle ones off. Give me the freedom of movement. Yeah, I can put them back in, so I'll leave them little ones. Right. Right, let's get some glue on the subject, and then we'll see what we can do. Oh, these stupid things! As much as I love the these Revell contactors, half the time you leave it for 5 minutes, and yeah, the glue dries in the needle, and yeah. I think it was John Moore's scale modelling. He showed us that trick with a lighter. I think it was him, or I can't remember now. I watched so many other model makers on YouTube that I can't remember. Yeah, it's been great recently with Commander Wolfman. Yeah, really enjoy sort of chatting with you via your videos, mate. It's yeah, it's really good. Yeah, keep up the good work, mate. Thoroughly enjoying your current series of builds, your model making challenge. Yeah, really like that. Yeah, that's yeah, it's been good, mate. Oh, yeah, this is proving to be a pain in the bum. I know it would. I keep thinking, yeah, I'll build one of my biplanes, that'll be brilliant. I've got all these ideas on how to make the rigging work, and then when it comes to actually getting the top wing on, you end up damn near tearing your hair out. Oh, one of the struts has actually fallen off now. Bloody marvellous. Bloody marvellous. Alright. Bloody glue's gone off already. Right. Put a little bit on the top of here. I'm probably going to give up trying to show you this in a minute because it's well, I'm trying not to swear, shall we say, because YouTube doesn't like swearing. So, yeah. Not that I have enough subscribers for YouTube to really give a shit about me. Well, there you go, I've sworn. I know it wouldn't be long. Nah, giving up. See you in a bit. Well, that was completely bloody horrible. Got there in the end. It's the 4 central ones in place. Yeah, I know the wing's slightly higher on one side. I ended up putting the struts on the outside of the cockpit, even though going by the box art, they come from inside the cockpit. but they seem to work better that way round, so sod it. That's where they're going. So yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to touch that for a good half an hour. I'm going to let that dry, and then and then I'll try and put the other ones in. So yeah, I'll bring it back when they're in. Friggin' nightmare. Alright, well, I've got the front strut in and the 2 bits of rigging on both sides. Yeah, not perfect, but good enough, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to get the next one in now. See you in a minute. Right, okay, so that's the rigging in, that's the other struts in. I put one of the round ones in at the front on that side by mistake, but it's glued in and I can't do anything about it now, so you can't really tell unless you look closely. Matey there facing backwards has got his gun. Yeah, just annoyingly the top wing, you see it better from that angle, the top wing is slightly twisted. I can't do anything about that. I've tried, it doesn't want to sit straight, so yeah, never mind. Yeah, so I've got the undercarriage on, got the struts in that. Try and get around so you can see it. The light is blimmin' terrible here. Yeah, so I'm letting that set. I'm gonna probably get that overnight now to dry completely, and then tomorrow I'll put the wheels. I might put the wheels on this evening, and then tomorrow I'm gonna touch up all the paint. And then get it ready for decals. So yeah, I'll bring you back later on. See you in a bit. Well, here you go. All the decals are on, looking good. Yeah, I think the lower ones are a little bit too big for the wings, but never mind. It's all good. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. So yeah, I'm gonna let them dry for a couple of hours. Now I'm gonna put some sealant on them. And then she'll hang up on the ceiling with the rest of my World War I collection. So yeah, I'll bring you back when she's hung up. I'll see you in a bit. Well, there she is, in amongst my World War I collection. There's the Iron Decker up there, my Fokker DR1, Sopwith Camel, and there's the RE8. Yeah, well, I'm very, very happy with how this one's turned out. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little one. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I now have a Patreon. I will post the link down below. Basically, I'm just asking for £1 a month to help me with paints and glues and stuff. Yeah, if I make enough money, I'd like to maybe buy some kits or upgrade me my camping gear so I can get out when it's when it's slightly less than favourable weather conditions. Because my current sleeping bag, I freeze if the temperature drops below 10 degrees. So yeah, if that interests you, then please have a look. And yeah. Don't forget to leave me a like, leave me a comment, and I'll see you on the next one very soon, guys. Cheers. Ta-da.